Good morning, and welcome to I Must Ask You a Question. Today's question comes from a lot of growers right now, you guys right out there, that are wondering, Joe, how the heck do I navigate this biological market? There are a lot of things in here. Well, it really comes down to 4 steps, in my opinion. First step is really you have to define the category. What are we looking at? Is it a biological, a biostimulant, or maybe it's a PGR? Really, when we bucket into those categories, we can further define or subcategories of those. You'll notice the 3 products that I have up here: Invita, Yield On, and Ascend Squared. By bucketing in them the categories here, Invita, a true biological product, living bugs in a jug. Yield On, a biostimulant, made from plant extracts. Maybe they were once living in a time, but now they're dead in there, those extracts itself. And then finally, what you have here is Ascend Squared, or our plant growth regulator. We've got those areas defined. Next, we want to think about what's the next question is, does it have a mode of action? Now you're thinking, what are you talking about, Joe? These aren't herbicides. But really, can you tell me where does it work within the plant? Let's take a look at Ascend Squared. We know that it's a plant growth regulator, and it has 3 plant growth regulating products in it. When we look at there as far as auxin, cytokinin, and gibberellic acid. We all know what those 3 plant growth regulating products do within the plant. We take a look here at the third, and maybe the one that fits best for you growers out there is link up the limitations of each one of these products. What the heck do you mean by that, Joe? Really, plant physiology, and kind of where that mode of action kind of takes us into this role is where and what is it doing in that plant? We take a look at Yield On here. Of that mode of action and what's going on plant physiologically in there is cell division, and now nutrient transport. It's starting to pack those kernels full of starches and sugars. Think about environmentally. Which one's going to be best for me? Does it work better in a hot and dry environment? Maybe it's cool and wet during the growing season. Those are some things you need to evaluate. Ultimately, for you growers and the co-ops that you're working with is operational. When should I use this product? Is it a pre-plant option? Should I be using it at plant, in furrow, maybe in a 2x2 system? Looking at early post applications. Should I be spraying it then, as opposed to the Invita product, early post applications? Think about late post, or what I like to call VT plus. So we're looking at tassel time frame and maybe into those reproductive time frames itself. Finally, the last question that you want to ask yourself is, does it have data to support it? And when you look at all 3 of these products that you can get from WinField itself, yes, they do. And when you look at other products or try to compare some of those products, not all those products may have data that are behind them. As we wrap this up and thinking about how do we evaluate some of these products and make the best agronomic decision for you? We do this by our AnswerPlot biological testing platform. We get most of these products in that come through there and test them between one another and compare and contrast. Yield On right here is actually one of those products that actually came out of that biological testing platform and why we're actually offering it to you today. In the future, products will be screened through our Innovation Center to see how and if the product has a physiological characteristic or how it's working physiologically in that plant by our new phenotyping system. More to come, but thanks for your time today. We'll see you later.